Hey, Walks with Trav. Today's topic, you're so smart, you're stupid. Be dumber. Now, I got some examples to show why most people follow common advice, common knowledge, and it keeps them in a common place, miserable. Now, the best example I could give as of right now is Jake Paul. I guarantee if he were to tell people, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, then from there I'm going to go into boxing, I'm going to fight former MMA fighters, make hella money, and go undefeated, everybody said he was stupid, including me, to be honest with you. But he had faith, executed a plan, and now he has one of the greatest UFC welterweights of all time, Tyron Woodley, a collegiate All-American, 5-time UFC champion, who lost to him begging to get a rematch and is willing to get a I Love Jake Paul tattoo. It's sad to see, but he's dumb, right? Because he did something and put some paint where it ain't. If it makes dollars, it makes sense. And that's SENSE and CENTS. LeVar Ball. People thought he was dumb to say, my boys are going to go to the NBA. Lonzo's going to go to the Lakers. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. But most of the stuff he says that people say is stupid and outlandish, he spoke into existence. He started like a league, didn't he? He got 3 sons that have touched the NBA. 2 that are in, 1 that's on the fringe of getting back in. But he's dumb, right? He's just obnoxious, right? Did you ever think that he raised 3 boys also in Chino Hills? That's not no poor-ass area. And he's from Compton or South Central. And let's be real. Most white women ain't gonna commit to a black man that serious if they don't got some smarts. You know what I mean by that. Soulja Boy. Everybody looks at him as an idiot. He's weird. But guess what he did? He used the internet to pop. One tactic he used was he named his songs the popular songs at the time and flooded Napster and the illegal downloading sites. Everybody would have said, that's dumb. But guess what? It worked. He was the hottest thing going for a minute. He had everybody going, yoo! I remember I worked when I was working at the NFL, there was a researcher from Harvard. Keep in mind, I was working there and I managed people from Ivy League schools. It's not a shot. I just want to put that in context. So he was having a debate with a former all-pro defensive back who's won Super Bowls. And he was telling him that something that the defensive back said was wrong because of something he read in a research packet. But the DB was telling him, I've used this information that you said doesn't work, and this would help us win games to get us to the playoffs, to get us to the championship. But the Ivy League guy, because he thinks he's so smart and read it somewhere and had ego because of where he went to get his education, is telling the living walking receipt of the actual info that he's wrong. That's some dumbass shit. If you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the rich dad didn't have formal education. He was considered stupid compared to his poor dad who had a PhD. But the rich dad had passive income. The poor dad died poor with a PhD. But yet the PhD guy was way smarter, right? They say follow statistics. So don't start a business because 80-90% of them fail. Well, you take in the stats without the context, which creates paralysis by analysis. They don't tell you that those 80 to 90% don't stay committed. don't stay on task and do what they're supposed to do, don't get the right information to do these businesses, and don't have a heart. Just the same thing with eating and diet. Most people are fat because they don't put in the time and the work. Period. Shaggy, when he had his run with the album that had Shorty, You're My Angel, and It Wasn't Me, the label said, this isn't gonna work. They're so smart because they're the label, right? But it took a random DJ in Hawaii to hear the song on pirated, like a pirated system, peer-to-peer system, and play it on the radio. And that's what got the run going for the album to go diamond. The label didn't even make it diamond. It was a random DJ, but the label's so smart, right? You can't go against what the label says because they know everything. They're the label. Bullshit. See, we came from this college school system or this education system. Forget even college, just this education system, which is sit at a desk, read something for a little bit, remember it for a little bit, maybe do a project on it once or twice, and then that's what makes you smart. You only retain that information for so long. Back to Robert Kiyosaki. He had the cone of learning. He said, you only retain 10 to 20% of what you read and hear, but you retain 90% of what you do. And you have to take risks and be willing to win and fail to get things in life. Every winner says they've won more because they failed more. See, the problem is we listen too much with our ears. We got to listen with our eyes. See what works and apply it. Don't think you're so smart that because you read everything and you were told by traditional avenues that you're so smart, that you are smart. Because there's a lot of smart people that are miserable because their results don't make them feel smart. But they were told they were smart. You gotta adapt and see what works. Just like Bruce Lee said, you gotta be formless. Be water, my friends.